I need you to come?
Whatever, I don't know. Just tell me what to do.
Okay. Well, we're just going to chit chat while people sign on. And then, it says our microphone was unplugged. Hang on a second. Did you touch something by chance?
I haven't touched anything.
Are you sure?
I can hear you, if that helps.
Okay. I don't know. It says my microphone was unplugged, but I don't know what microphone it means. Okay. Hey, Mo, how are you? Can you hear us? Okay, so we're going to give a few minutes for people to log on. We have a bunch of fun stuff today because we just finished the shop hop. So if you are anywhere in the area or you need a girls trip or you just need to get away, put it on your calendar. We do the shop hop every year, the Thursday, Friday, Saturday after Labor Day weekend. So we just finished that up. We had 129 customers the first day, about 82 the second day, and 75 the third day. So we are beat. We have not had a day off yet because we came in yesterday to try to get caught up. So we're running on fumes like usual. Okay, let's see. So I do have Christy's kind of behind the scenes. Hey, Christy.
Hi, everybody. You can't see me, but I'm here.
Okay, so we have Brenda and Mo and Peggy and Victor and Jody and Joyce and Sue and Sandy and Barb. And Barb can hear us, thank goodness. Mo, I can hear, but nobody is big. Oh, that's because we're both on. But I'll make Christy big in just a second when she starts demoing. Hi, June and Fran and Carolyn. And Sue and Rondi and Donna and Cindy and Mary. Mary Lou. It's kind of like roll call. That way I know who's on, so I know who I can talk to and all that good stuff. So welcome. Christy's behind the scenes from her home in Fallon. She's going to be demoing felting. Roger's behind the camera. And we're glad you joined us today for whatever kind of chaos we have. So at any time, if you're new to watching at any time, you can always just type in questions if you have them. We'll either answer them or somebody watching will answer because they're very knowledgeable. So, Christy, I'm just going to turn it right over to you, and you can show us what you're felting, because a lot of people are afraid of felting. They don't really know what it is. So, can you give us kind of a description about it?
So felting is basically where you have these needles, and here's an example of one right here. And it's really simple because I hear a lot of people say, a few people say to me when I demo or I show them, they'll say, oh, I don't want to pick up another hobby. But it's not really that investive of a hobby because all you need are these needles and some wool like this. And then what you do is you use these needles to bind the fibers of the wool, and they'll bind together into almost like a fabric. And that's when you see, the felt that you buy at the store. Well, the felt you buy at the store is polyester, but this right here is wool felt. As you can see, it looks just like the felt you can buy at the store. So be careful when you do buy felt at the store because it is polyester, because felting will only use natural fibers. So we'll only use like wool to wool or wool to cotton, wool to linen, those kind of things. That's about what felting is. But one of the most important things that I would like to tell you guys is that I'm sure I posted a picture of Lorraine Turner's, one of her new pieces, and she used a felted fox. And it's just, you need to think of felting as kind of like an embellishment. You can use it to embellish anything you want. It's pretty amazing what you can do with it. Other than that, I'm going to kind of show you what I'm working on. This is the Advent calendar from Beth's shop. It's a kit. It's an entire kit that does 12 different pieces, and it's all for beginners. Mary, she does have some wool in her store. You'd have to ask Beth or come in to see it, but she does have a source of wool that she gets some wool from. We don't have a ton of wool, but if you let us know what you need, we might be able to get it for you. The kit, which the class does start tomorrow, doesn't mean you can't get the kit, because the kit comes with this fabulous book. I'm going to move my wool just a second to show you it. It comes with this fabulous book, and it has 12 projects on it, and all the projects are beginners. It has an igloo, this cute little donkey. Let's see, it's a carol singer's drum, polar bear. And we are doing a 3-month class, 1 day a month, to help you get through some of those projects. So if you're interested, I think Beth has 2 kits left, maybe 3. I'm not sure. We'll have to ask her. This was the very first one out of the Advent calendar. I'm just going to kind of show you. I'm not going to give you everything, because there are some things that, it'd be fun to show you in the class. I really did enjoy demoing at the Shop Hop, because it was really fun to see people see all these new techniques or new things and be able to use them. So it was really, really fun. And I'm going to show you, this is one of the gadgets, or I don't know if you call it gadgets. I showed you the needles. First, let me show you the needles. The kit comes with this really cute little felting pad with 3 needles. There's a fine needle, a coarse needle, and reverse needle. And you use these needles. These are all the needles you need to do all these projects. So all the supplies you need to felt are needles and a pad to felt on. And that's not too bad, is it? So, but however, of course, everybody finds different things. And this is one of the best tools if you're really going to get into felting. I don't know if Carolyn has one. Beth does have them, and she does sell them. I actually did not get this from Beth. I got it a long time ago, but it's one of the most awesome tools there is. And you can see there's 3 needles here. There's 3 needles in this. This is called a felting pen. But one of the best things about it is, see, all 3 needles are there. You can take the needles out. You can felt with 3 needles. You can felt with 2 needles, or you can felt with 1 needle. It's super handy.
Can you change the size of the needles? Like if you need a 42, you can change it?
You absolutely can. Yes, as long as you have the needles that look like this with this little bent thing, which most all of them, I've never seen a different shaped needle.
Yeah, all the felting needles I've seen have that.
Yeah, as long as you have that. See, I'm going to, right here, this is the needle that came with it. It's a coarse needle. And the reason why I use it with 3 needles is because when you have larger felting projects, the time that you have to spend with 3 needles versus one needle is significant. But I just popped in this this other needle, this other one, and it's fine. So you just pop it in, it comes in and out. It's all how you like to handle it. I don't mind using the needle like this. Some people like the grip of a pen. So you could remove like 2 needles and just have 1 and use 1 just when you're doing your finer work. And that's kind of the thing. So 3 needles, if you have large areas to quilt with a quilt felt, like I'll show you, you could have 2, and then 1 for like more fine kind of work. And it just screws on. And there you go. So I'm going to kind of show you a couple things. I made the very first project is this really cute holly leaf. There was a little bit of sewing involved with this, some hand sewing, but honestly, when I did this, I was thinking of all the cool leaves I could make with it. I could make a maple leaf, all kinds of things, but I have the supplies to make a holly leaf, so I brought that to show you. First of all, the first thing you would do is you would cut out the shape of your leaf. So it would be whatever shape you want. You could do any kind of shape. You could Google free leaves and get a shape that you want. But you need 2 of them, and I'll explain why. So the first thing you do is, this is your wool. And you just pull it apart like this. It's super easy. It's super easy. It takes no work. And I kind of tell everybody that I first start felting with that less is more. Because you can always add to a project, but you can never, it's not that you can never, but it's extremely hard after you felted it to take it away. So you just kind of cover your leaf up, and you don't worry about the borders of it so much. You just want to make sure it's covered a little bit. And I think that's enough just to start to get you guys going. And then all you do is you use your coarse needle, or you use the pen like I show you, and you just felt it down. And the felting is just vertical movements all over. And in fact, like some of the sewing machines have come out with attachments now to felt, which I find, I just bought one So for my machine, so I'm going to try it out and see how it works, where you can do like larger areas really fast. Because one of the more popular things to do right now are felted skies for artwork, for art quilts, or really just quilts anyways. But I don't think you'd really want to wash necessarily your felted items. So you just keep going and you keep going, you keep going. Let's see if I have any questions.
Christy, while you keep going, so
Mhm.
I have been so good about not opening up everything in my advent calendar.
Yeah.
Because I think I need to do it in order. But then while you were talking, I couldn't like help myself. And there's like so many fun goodies. Like I just opened up a soy candle. So are all the blue ones like are all the blue ones stuff that you need for your project, and the green ones are ones like with little gifts?
Yes.
Oh my
And
gosh.
I did open them all, but only because I'm having to work on all these projects for you. And there's all kinds of fun stuff. One of them had this really cute postcard. I'll go ahead and show you. I'll ruin the surprise for you. So it came with this really cute postcard with this really cool little stand for all the postcards in the thing. So
Oh my god, it's like so much fun. Like there's
yes.
cookies in here.
Yes, there's so much fun stuff in there, and I know several
all came from Scotland.
Yes, and on it, I really love this company who makes these because their directions are so good for beginners. They're so easy for beginners.
Well, you don't even have to read. You can just look at the photos. Trust me, I know.
Oh, is that what you did?
Yeah.
So anyways, I'm going to kind of show you. I did enough to show you. It's not finished. And go ahead.
So Mary Lou says, where did you get the attachments for your machine?
From my dealer. Every machine, I'm pretty sure Janome might have one. Bernina definitely has one. I bought it from my Bernina. I think it was Baby Lock or one of those that I saw too had one. You'll have to ask your dealer if they have them, but they really have started coming out. In fact, they've even started making just felting machines. I'm not going to go that far because I really enjoy hand felting. But I did buy the attachment to my machine and I haven't tried it yet, but I am excited to try it. So
Sue says it looks easy and relaxing. Do you think it looks kind of similar, or do you think it's kind of similar to like diamond art where you're kind of like doing something repetitive so your mind can like zone out?
So yeah, a majority of it is, especially like when you're making figures, like Beth has a polar bear that I did for her. The main figure of it is just, it's a lot of felting the shape. So that's the only thing that's not repetitive is when you start, especially on a figure, is doing some of the details. But I always find that really fun too and exciting because you never know how it's going to come out. I mean, never totally. I mean, you have an idea, and you'll see, like, because I've taken a lot of felting classes, and like I did a gnome, and I've done fairies, and everybody's comes out different, even though the pattern is the same. Everybody's comes out different. So it's pretty fun and exciting. I just got a new one for what do they call those? Oh, what do they call those? Not Pegasus, the horse people. I can't think of the name of it. Anyways, I'll have to post a picture of it.
Like when it's half man, half horse?
Yes, I got
it. Tarius or something?
Yes. Yes, but it's all fall ones. So you can make 3 little fall ones that are kind of fun and whimsical.
Was it from this company?
No, it wasn't from this company.
I was going to say, I haven't seen that, but that seems like something super cute.
It is. It's so I love like fantasy sci fiction, and so that's kind of my thing. And when I saw those, I'm like, those are so unusual. I'm gonna try it. So I've progressed a lot since I started like 5 years ago felting, and it just takes practice. Honestly, it just takes practice and learning how to manipulate the wool. But there's a lot of easy things you can do. You can do like backgrounds. So for this. The cutest things about doing things like these, which are super easy, is you can embellish not even just quilts. Like you can put this on a hat. You can put this on, like I have a really cute Christmas mouse I'm going to put this on. So a lot of the projects in this kit are super cute and can be used for embellishments on anything. So I'm not going to felt the whole thing because it'll take me a while, but I'm going to show you just so you can kind of see. You can see the edges. I would still need to felt the edges. and that would take a little bit of work, but you can see, like, look, I can't pick it off the thing, and you can see where I've actually felted. You can see the little fibers coming through the back of the light green felt. And so you can see all the work that I've done so far. And as far as that goes, so you felt all the way around, you felt all the edges, and then this is one of the very few times you'll ever use scissors. And you don't really want to use scissors because it's going to give you a hard edge. But with something like this, you would use scissors, and you would turn it over and you would just cut around the felt, and it's going to give you a nice clean edge. But you really don't want because this is really going to show a lot, and you really don't want this, right? So after you've done felting and you cut around the edges, you take your second piece and you cover it up. And it's really simple. You just do a whip stitch all the way around, and then you just stitch down the center to kind of give a vein. And if you had like a regular leaf, I would maybe do go off to the sides like you would in your sewing machine to make different veins coming out too. And I also think a variegated thread on a regular leaf would be really pretty. But
hey, Christy, can you use other fabrics for a base besides felt?
As long as it's natural. It's got to be a natural, like cotton or jean material or linen works pretty well. It has to be natural fibers because only natural fibers can felt to natural fibers. You can't use anything with polyester or any man-made fibers.
I've done it on cotton flannel.
Yes, flannel. You could do it on flannel. But you got to make sure it's cotton flannel because I didn't even realize there were polyester flannels out there, but there are.
Yeah. What kind of pad are you working on?
What kind of what?
Pad. The felting pad?
Oh, so this is a felting pad. They come in different sizes. I'm not sure what you're carrying right now. I know you had some in Death, but you also got rid of some.
We have some foam ones in right now.
This is a wool pad. I like it. Works really well for me. This is more of a travel one. I do have a larger one. The kit, if you buy the advent calendar kit, comes with this pad, which I think is adorable, and it's green for Christmas. I was like, oh, that's so cute. So that was really cute. You can get as large of a pad as you want. You just got to make sure that it is wool, or some people use styrofoam. You can see if you want a cheaper version than wool, or you can a lot of people buy their own styrofoam and use it. I just don't like the sound the styrofoam makes when you are felting on it. It's really loud, and I don't know why, it just annoys me. So I do prefer the wool. And I was going to show you really quick also. Are there any questions about the leaf? I can't see all the comments.
Nope.
Sorry.
Nope.
Okay.
I read them to you.
Okay. I was also going to show you really quick because I had it. This is all extra wool. How to make one of the berries, because everybody's like, oh, how do you make them so round? It's really not that hard. So this is just a tiny piece of wool. As you can see, it's nothing, scrap wool. And what you'd want to do is you'd want to felt it a few times. You just kind of turn it over and felt it a few times. And you're just trying to bind a couple of the fibers together just to kind of get started. And you can see it's starting to take some shape. It's not really round, but it's starting. And then here's the trick. You roll it around in your hands. And you roll it around in your hands. And that also binds the fibers together. And you roll it around in your fingers. And you roll it around in your hands. And then you put it back down and you felt it a couple times. And you have to remember also, anything you felt is going to be a lot, look how small it is. It's going to be a lot tinier than what you originally started with your wool. But let's just say this was too tiny and I'm like not happy with it. That's what I say. You can always add wool. It's taking away is super hard. So you would just do this and you would just keep doing it till it's the shape and the size you want. But look how round it is already.
Super adorable.
And you could use that. You could just like glue it on. I sewed all mine on. You can glue it on. You can do whatever you want to do. So, and then I just kind of want to show also like, excuse me, all of the wool that actually comes with that kit for Beth. It is unreal. So if you want a good starter kit for something or a good gift for somebody to start something new, I mean, look at all this wool. It is insane.
So you can make a bunch more projects even after you make the 12 that are in the kit.
Yes, I think so. And I was afraid to really, because I took a piece of the green wool from the kit, and there's a lot of green wool here, but I haven't done everything yet. So I was gonna go through everything first, but every kit I've done with them so far, there's tons of leftover wool. So I'm assuming it's probably the same, but I just don't want to kind of assume that, and not be able to make one of the projects. So, oh, and the kit also comes with the felt for the projects for this, and then the next project is a mushroom, and it comes with the felt for the mushroom. So I think Beth sells the needles, don't you too, Beth? Don't you sell the needles, Beth?
Yeah, we have like a multi-pack with the large to the small, and then I also have on order just the small because Karen, I guess I'm not sure, but Karen keeps breaking one of the sizes. So she says if she uses this really small, it doesn't break as much.
Well, the way you break needles, and I'll just kind of give you guys this clue too, is it takes some experience, maybe is the best word. I'm not sure. When you first learn felting, and I'm going to use this needle just to kind of show you, you really just want to go vertically, right? Because what happens is, and you don't want to push the needle all the way down into the pad either. You don't have to. You just could shallowly do it. The way people break needles is when you start going at angles. And so for some people, when they first start out, that seems natural. But what happens is it gets hung up on the pad and then people move it. And then when they move it, it breaks. And this needle is so fine. It is so thin. It's very, very easy to break. So don't feel bad. And most people, like I have a ton of needles. I don't really break them. I don't know why. I just never have. But you always want like a backup, and the needles are not expensive. So at all. So it's an interesting thing is just to keep it vertically when you first start out. Just go vertical. There's no reason to go at an angle. When you go to angles, when you start to do some of the finer work, like if you were doing a face, if you were molding like a certain area of a body, you would kind of go in at an angle to kind of do indentions to form a crease. And so that's one of the reasons you would go at an angle. But no, you could just literally just sit there and stab this. Take all your aggression out on your leaf. But it's really, really fun. Just think of all the things you can do with quilting. I think that's the most important thing is like, yes, these little figures are cute, but think of all the embellishments that you could actually do with felt on quilting to give it dimension, to give it texture, all that kind of thing.
Or tote bags or to add to clothing. If you added felting to like a jean jacket, could you wash it after that?
Yes. It's just gonna, as long as it's not, because we all know, like with wool, right? We all have probably at some time put something wool in and put it in the dryer and then it shrunk, right?
Yeah.
So you would just like either, if you didn't want it to shrink you would just leave it out to dry. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
air dry, because it does shrink a little bit. And like some of the things that you can do, and I know people who do it, they'll make wool scarves or wool hats, and then one of the processes of doing that is you do put it in the dryer to shrink it down.
And then can you show the felted needle sewing machine attachment so Donna can see what it looks like? She said she likes the kit idea but would like to do this on her machine.
Does she have a Bernina? I can show it. Can I post it on the stitch along? Because I'll have to go in my sewing room. I'm not in my sewing room.
Okay, Donna, follow the stitch along, Fabric Chick stitch along. If you guys aren't already on that group page, follow the stitch along, and Christy will post a picture of her machine attachment. And then Sue, I'm so sad you're gonna miss Jelly Roll Day. But Cindy Gygax, I'm excited you signed up for it, and you've got a pretty busy week coming up, or month, or whatever, with Rondi and the Jelly Roll Day and all that fun stuff. We will be doing. Christy has some things planned. I'm not even sure what for Jelly Roll Day. All you need is a jelly roll and then some background fabric. I will send today before I leave if we get done soon enough before I have to go to a meeting. Otherwise, tonight I'll send it. What you need, it's a mystery jelly roll, and you have a choice of 4 different mysteries to do, but you'll get all 4 patterns at the end of the day.
Well,
Sorry about that, Christy.
no, that's fine. Can we kind of give a spoiler that you're going to give a few prizes on Jelly Roll Day, maybe? Possibly.
You could. Wait, what spoiler are you giving?
Well, you no, you said we might be giving some prizes away on Jelly Roll.
Oh no, we definitely are giving some prizes away.
Okay.
Yes, we have some Jelly Roll prizes geared to Jelly Rolls, like patterns and different things and all kinds of fun stuff.
So that'll
make sure you cook some, put something in the crock pot so that your family won't bug you. And you can sew from 10 a.m. till whenever the last person gets tired. Okay, I think I don't know if I missed comments. Cindy's loves bingo. I don't know. So many conversations going on. Okay, go ahead. Jelly Roll Day is this Saturday from 10 a.m. to whenever you guys poop out. Christy, do you want to show them the book, like with like just one page of the book so they can see how easy the directions are?
Yes, and also, if this is too intimidating for you, for some reason you don't want 12 projects, Beth has a lot of these kits that are just one project, but it's the same kind of directions. So here's the igloo, right?
Yes. Wait, yes. Move it a little bit so we can see the igloo really good. Perfect.
So it lays it out for you, like step 1, step 2, and then it gives you, and I'm going to go over here just a second. I'm going to slowly go over here, not to make you guys sick. It gives you pictures step by step. So super easy, super friendly. And then it tells you how long it's going to take you to complete this. It tells you if there's any extra items that you'll need, like small sharp scissors. And it tells you exactly which wool you need. And it kind of, see the very first picture? Those are the supplies you need. That's the wool you need. It shows you your little felting pad with your needles. And then the white is core wool. And core wool is like what the base of all your projects are. It's cheaper. There's no need to use the expensive colored wool for your base, because what you do is you cover that with the colored wool. So that's core wool. And as you can see, like they made it where you can see every step. See where she's kind of using it at an angle there to make those indentions. That's when you need to kind of put it at an angle a little bit. And you just have to be careful when you're doing it. But that's all. Is that good, Beth?
Yep, that's good. We do not have a kit for the holly leaves, Carolyn. I mean, we do have a kit, but it is for all 12 projects. It's included in there. You want to show her the first page of that? So you get all 12 projects. The first project is the holly leaves. So we don't have it separate. It's in the kit.
So it's a holly, a toadstool, an igloo, the carol singers, which are so cute, a drum, mistletoe, polar bear, Yule log, baubles, which I'm really excited. I haven't done this one yet, but it's an actual, they include a ball in the kit for you to create. Like a
wool ball you throw in your dryer.
Right. And you create the design on it, and it's meant to be an ornament. So I'm super excited about doing that one. An orange slice, a candlestick, a little donkey. And here's a little donkey. Isn't he cute? Let me see if I can move him a little bit.
He's adorable.
He's so
cute.
Him. Yeah, he really is cute. They give you all the wool. They give you the needles, the felting pad. It's a great beginner kit. And it really is a great beginner kit. But Beth does have individual kits, and she has mushrooms and birds and what else do you have, Beth? The kits, the
gnomes and that spring egg that we did. Mm-hmm. We have a ton of kits.
And all the directions are so easy like this. So they're all, I just love this company. I have to say, I know it's it takes a while to get here from Scotland, but it's the best. Also, a lot of wool comes from Scotland, so it's some of the best wool, and it's also, they do an amazing job with their directions.
Carolyn, we do have flower kits. I'm pretty sure that you got a poppy one. In the past, you got a poppy one. I can almost guarantee you. But yes, we do have flower kits. And I can put those on Wednesday's sale.
So I hope this was super informative for you guys, and I hope you guys feel a little bit less intimidated with felting, and also I hope that you realize that it's not a whole new hobby you have to take on. Because honestly, like I can deal with a whole new hobby. I just really enjoy it, and I also love that it you know can embellish the things that I'm working on. So.
Right. And then to me, I always want to learn techniques so I can put it in my toolbox, even if it's not for a project I'm going to work on right now. I know in the future when I'm working on something, oh, yeah, I can add that to this. So it just gives you much more dimension.
Yes, it does. It really does. And it's beautiful dimension. And I can show you like really quick. So you can add things to your wool too. Like, I don't know if you can see this or not. I might have to put it on can you see the Angelina?
No, barely, but yeah. Yeah,
Can you see it? Hopefully you can see it now. So you can actually felt this in, like you can, if any Angelina you have, and Beth has some, and we're trying to get some more because we love it anyways. But this is not the heat bondable Angelina. This is just the regular Angelina, which you can't really use to form shapes. But what you can do with this is you can felt this into your wool projects to give it like shimmer and all kinds of fun texture, which also.
So I've seen them use that a lot. When they felt it into like waterfalls and different things.
Waterfalls, even like skies. This is a copper color. I'm not sure why I bought this color, but I did. But you can put it into
Probably
a lot of
because
things.
you have every color.
Yeah, I love Angelina, and we've been trying to figure out how Beth can get it without buying like 10 million pound bags.
Yeah, every place we call, you have to get like, what was it, 5 or 10 pounds of each color?
Yeah,
which is literally like 17,000 bags of each color.
Yeah, and so I don't know that won't really work, will it, Beth?
No, I would have it like 17,000 years after I die, I would still have it.
Yeah.
Sandy wants to know about wet felting. That's a completely different process.
So that's a completely different process, and we are trying to put together a class for bowls, which we are considering doing. Well, I would like to do it by next month. I finally got all the supplies in, and it's just figuring out how to put kits together for you guys. But we are going to do a class on wet felting and doing these super cute bowls that you actually mold around a ball. So you have a ball, and then you use the wool and you felt around it, and then you have to do a bunch of steps in order to have it completely wet felted. But the fun thing is you get to use pantyhose, which that's kind of exciting.
Oh my gosh, do they even still sell pantyhose?
I don't know. I think so. I think I have an old pair that I'm going to use, but
they probably like are half disintegrated.
Yeah, that's probably true too. But we are going to do some wet felting. Wet felting is awesome for different things too, but it's a completely, Beth and I did some, we did a little landscape one together, and it's a completely different animal, but it's also fun. It's super fun. It's one that we may try online, but we may have to actually go to classes in the store mostly because it would be really hard. I don't know. We're going to try it online though, aren't we?
Yeah. Donna, you're ridiculous. Perhaps you can divide the Angelina into smaller bags that would allow us all to purchase. We would love to do that. That's what we've been trying to do, Donna. But I literally have to buy a 10-pound bag would literally make 20,000 bags because it's like 1 ounce or a half an ounce or something crazy. So until we can find how we can buy a smaller amount, I would spend the rest of my life weighing it out. I'd have to go get from Sue a Cope. I'd have to get all the scales that her students have stolen for drugs, so I can weigh out all those little baggies. Ryan would never be able to do anything else. He would be a professional Angelina baggie weigher.
Yeah. We're gonna find it. Don't worry, people. We'll find it. We're gonna find it. We have like contacted already.
With our pantyhose, what would robbers use? Without pantyhose, what would robbers use? How they just wear their new masks.
I don't know. I'm gonna go to the dollar store and see if there's pantyhose, honestly.
Okay. Oh, well, I've never even looked.
Me neither,
Okay.
but be a good way to do it.
For sure. Okay, so anything else that we need to tell him, Christy? I'm gonna wake Roger up because he's over there, like he's doing some Tai Chi moves. He was taking a nap, waiting for his turn to work
Well,
the camera.
I have gotten some messages from about the gift bag Zoom that we're doing. People have wanted to sign up, and I hope y'all do. But I think Beth and we really didn't get a chance to talk about this beforehand, which I wish I would have said something. But I think it's like she has patterns, but she wants you to also bring your own patterns, right?
Yeah, if you have, I mean, we all learn from each other. And if you have some quick and easy bag, I mean, it's a gift bag. Nobody wants to spend 17 hours on a bag that they're going to give away, that the person who gets it is going to be like, oh, I love the gift inside and this bag, I don't know what to do with it. But we just want quick and easy bags that they're going to fold up, put in their Christmas stuff or Valentine stuff or birthday stuff, and just keep reusing them for the rest of the bag's life. So quick and easy is kind of what we're looking for.
And I think you said you were going to do a few prizes with that Zoom too.
Yes.
So it'll be fun. That's going to be so much fun. I hope you all sign up for it too, because it's going to be, I'm looking forward to it a lot. And plus I want to replace all my Christmas bags, my paper bags, with cloth bags and reuse them year after year. So.
Yes. So Carolyn, we are going to be teaching techniques also. So we will be showing how to use Carolina's box bag template. We're going to be doing several different things. The class is for 2 hours. So we're hopefully going to be able to get a couple of bags finished, but also teach you a couple of new techniques you might not have known before. Like sometimes there's a lot of people who think bags are super intimidating. They're not sure how to line them. Personally, if it's a gift bag, I think use some burlap, sew up 3 edges of it, tie a ribbon around it, and it's super cute. But yes, you can definitely use Carolina's box bag template. The Zoom is $5, and it's September 25th from 10 to 12.
Yeah.
And then we have Heidi Emmett's cozy class. So if you want to take the cozy to make that jacket, this is the time of year to do it, because then you can have it done for the cooler months. It's not bulky, but it's super comfortable. It is, the class is $45, and that is from 4:30 to 5:30 on September 19th, which is a Tuesday, and then also on the September 23rd. And if you can't make it, don't worry about it. We're going to record it so you can get the recording. Okay. Make pillowcases to wrap your Christmas gifts in. 2-for-1 gift. Oh, Victor, that's a perfect idea. You should have saved that for the bag class. Now everybody knows that idea. No, I love that. So Victor, you should do the jelly roll. You should do the gift bag Zoom so you can teach us how to do a pillowcase. Okay, let's see. What else do we have here? When Christy is finished, can you please tell us more about the Jelly Roll Day? Do you send us a material list after signing up? I would be attending via Zoom. So for everybody watching, most of us, Roger, can you put me on so I'm not, because so most of us, almost everybody that does classes with us is doing with, here, Christy, do you want me to put you on too?
No, you can take me all the way off. It's good.
Okay. Well, don't go anywhere in case they have questions I can't answer.
Okay.
Okay. So all of our classes are offered via Zoom or in the shop. So if you are local and you want to come into the shop for Jelly Roll Day, you're more than welcome to. You just have to let me know so that I clean a spot for you. Most people do it via Zoom, even the locals, because they don't want to drag their machines down. So that is, that's what we do. We do send you a supply list after signing up. I actually tell you what, I posted, I already sent out a supply list. So most of you should have gotten a supply list. You have 4 different projects to pick from, and it tells you what to get for each project. You will be getting all 4 patterns at the end of the day, but during the day, you probably only work on 1 project, but you could be like Victor and get all 4 of them done in a day. So that's kind of what the jelly roll is. We're going to start sewing at 10 o'clock, and then we'll also be posting different ideas of other things you can do with your jelly rolls. So it's going to just be everything geared towards jelly rolls. Okay, what else? Hey, Susie, good to see you. Okay, perfect, Carolyn. Okay, any other questions? Can you show again? No. Can I show what again, Susie? Susie, you're going to want to go back and watch this from the beginning because Christy did a fantastic demo on felting. The class. Okay, Cindy, I'll send everybody the supply list again. Okay. No. I will definitely send it to you, Cindy. Anybody who signed up last minute, which is today, or all the way till Saturday, don't sign up Saturday. That will stress me out trying to get you a supply list Saturday morning. Because I'm probably gonna roll right in at the last minute. Jelly roll day is $20. It's from 10 a.m. until you guys are done sewing. You can sign up on our website, or you can type in that you want to sign up, and I will get you signed up. Okay, what else? Please sign me up for jelly roll. Okay. No, I can sign you up, Donna. If you guys just type that you want to be signed up, I can sign you up, and then I'll get you the supply list. But I probably won't do it till this evening because I have to go to a downtown Gardnerville volunteer meeting because I love to volunteer. Okay, so we have one more. Yes, this Saturday, September 16th from 10 till whenever. Because, I mean, really, what is more fun on a Saturday than to sew all day? Hopefully while you guys are sewing, I'll be making some samples. I hope. Okay, so I just want to show you again because a lot of you guys have bought this, and we are going to have a flip and stitch day. Oh, I went horseback riding this morning with Gracie, and then I had to go to the tax office on the other end of town. So I did not put the air on in here. I have my little fan, Connie. Thank God for Connie, but I'm like dying in here. Okay, so we have, let's see. Monday, October 2nd is the Flip and Stitch Zoom. So that's just a Zoom in case you bought the Flip and Stitch wine bags or any of the Flip and Stitch placemats or any of the Flip and Stitch projects whatsoever, but you're a little intimidated to start because you're not really sure what you need to do, or you just need a reason to start. Sometimes we need to pay us $5 to get you motivated to get going on it. So I'm going to show you right here. Peggy started one of these inspirational mug mats for us during the Shop Pop this weekend. So basically what she's done is she has fused probably with bone ash. I'm not sure, but it does not feel like the backing, like on the little pet mat, the backing was fusible. So I just fused it to my backing fabric and then started. So this does not feel like it was fusible. So I think she probably used some bone ash because you can see I can pull it apart. But you're going to fuse to your backing fabric. And then you're going to just lay your first fabric down, be anything but predictable. You're going to lay that down there in the first square. And then you can see this was number 2. And it tells you in the pattern. So in all the different patterns, it tells you exactly for this one, it tells you exactly what you need to cut. So all the statement pieces are the same size, but all of the different layouts are different. And I'm going to just tell you that I personally, even though I'm cheap, would just buy the pre-printed batting just because I don't want to have to measure it out. But you could take once you have the pattern, you could just cut the sizes, start with a square, cut the sizes, sew them on, and you wouldn't necessarily have to spend the extra little bit of money for the pre-printed batting. That's just a little tip if you really want to be frugal. So it says what size to cut all of you're going to just lay this first fabric down. Then you're going to put the second fabric here, sew your little 1/4 inch, press it back. And then you're going to take your third fabric, because it says number 3 here. You're going to lay it, stitch it, and then just press it back. You can finger press it, or you can use one of the rolling pins. It says not to iron it. I think because if you iron it too much, these little blue lines might go away. So for my 4th piece right here, I'm going to just make sure, kind of like paper piecing, you're going to make sure that it's big enough, but you know it's big enough because you followed the directions. And you're just going to lay this here. You're going to sew your 1/4 inch. And then when you flip it back and press it, it's going to be right here. So you're just going to do that for all the steps. So here's going to be my number 5. And then my 6 through 9 is going to be right here. And then my 10 through 11. Thank goodness Peggy cut the whole kit for me. And then my 12s and 13s are going to go here and here. So these make super cute. What Peggy's going to do is she's making up a bunch of these, and then she's going to go to the thrift store and get little vintage teacups and saucers, super cheap, and give these out as Christmas gifts, or like anytime you're seeing your sewing buddies, they would think you're so fabulous. So that is how to do flip and stitch. Super simple. I'm still working on how long does it take to get a binding on. I usually get my bindings on super quick because I enjoy the hand sewing. But this one is cut on the bias. So I cut this on the binding on the bias, and then I sewed them together at an angle, ironed them. And if you need a lesson on cutting on the bias for bindings, let me know. I'm not sure, and you girls, probably there's somebody smarter than me out there. One of you will know the answer to this. So I started right here like I would my normal binding, right? But then when I get to this little curve, what kind of an angle am I supposed to fold? Like it's not a 45-degree angle, but I didn't really know. But when I leaned it over, it seems like it's going to be fine, but it's definitely not the right angle. So one of you girls probably knows. One of you, Lynn E., home economic teacher, are you there? But you can see how it goes around really nicely because it was cut on the bias. So I'll finish that. But then I came here to that same awkward little indent. And so I wasn't sure, but it throws off my stripe. So I'm probably going to have to rip it out. I just did this like at 3:42, trying to get it ready to show you guys, but I didn't like it. So that has to be a demo for a different day once one of you tells me the tricks. And then stay tuned. We've got a ton of stuff for this Wednesday sale because we didn't do a sale last Wednesday, or maybe we did. I can't remember. But look at how cute this is. And I'm not, I don't know. I just don't carry compacts in my purse. My purse, like I just got out an apple that's been in there for way too long today. I've got like socks in there in case I go to the movies. I don't like my feet to get cold. But so this compact is super cute. I think I might throw this in there so I can put my lipstick, make sure there's no food in my teeth, you know, all those fun things. Look at Phyllis did this. And if Phyllis can do this, anybody can do this. So she, even if you can't see very well, Phyllis was able to do it so cute. So it's on both sides. This is diamond art. It's a little compact. Super, super cute. It's adorable. I never, like when you see it like this, you're not really like, oh, that's so amazing. But when you see it all done up, you're like, oh my God, it's so cute. All your girlfriends are going to want one. And look at this cute little high heel. We all need high heels in our life, not necessarily to wear, but to just look at. So those are all going to be on Wednesday's sale. I do want to let you know, Christy posted that Halloween line. This Halloween line. So the main fabrics are already sold out. We were able to get the bolts of not all the main ones. If you want the main ones, you have to get it out of a layer cake. So these are the ones we're going to have all of them on sale on Wednesday, just to give you a heads up. But I wanted to let you guys know who follow us on Monday. If you want the layer cake, we only have 3 more. Sue, don't panic. Yours is already in your basket. And Sue, I sent a PayPal invoice, but I think it's that weird thing that happened last time where it's not going to you. So don't panic. I know that you still owe me money. But Roger says as long as you owe me money, I'll never be broke. No, that's what he always tells me when I tell him he owes me money. He says, don't worry. As long as I owe you money, you'll never be broke. But so look at how cute these are. But the main prints are already gone. So I'm going to find a cute little project to put the bigger blocks in. Look at how cute this little pink one is. So they have cute little sunflowers and kitties hiding, but I only have 4 of these. So $44.95. If you want the layer cake, just put in that you want the layer cake. That way you'll be sure you get it. We have quite a few of the jelly rolls, so we'll do that on Wednesday, unless you know you want the jelly roll. Just type it in and we'll get it in your basket. We do have, it's $4.50. Okay, so that is, oh, you're right. Fran, I am going to text Amy and tell her that would have been a good idea to put lipstick on one side and the high heel on the other. That is super cute. I don't know if they can do that or not because they have to print it. I don't know if that would be more complicated or costly. But I'm going to email Amy. Amy's leaving. I had to text her yesterday because I was out of something and that a customer wants. And she's leaving. She was at a show and she was going to another show. I don't know how that woman does it. Okay, let's see. I would take, but we'll be at Zephyr Quilt Retreat. Maybe we can come to the shop one day. Yes. Carolyn, when are you coming to Zephyr? You could definitely come on that Wednesday and help me with the sale. They love it when your guests come on, so they don't have to just listen to me. Okay, let's see. Those are jelly roll people. I have tons of jelly rolls. Oh my gosh, Donna Baker and Victor, they're gonna do all 4 quilts this Saturday. I'm never gonna be able to go home. No bone ash dip and dot because you can't iron on it until the end or the glue or a glue stick once your order comes in. Okay, so Peggy's talking about this, that she did not bone ash it because you can't iron it. So you have to use glue or like Roxanne's glue. I'm not sure what she used. We do have glue sticks on order, but they have been on back order for quite a while. But some kind of a dip and dot, Roxanne's glue, any glue based, it would work. What do they do though, Peggy, for the bigger projects like the tote bags? I haven't done a bigger project. You know me, I like to stay with these. This is like the size of my attention span. Okay, let's see. For all of you, I know that I've had, some people have been thin rolled binding. Okay, I'm going to rip that out and try it again. I'll let you guys know. For those of you who have not done the bias binding and the curves and the inset, that inset corner is what got me. And I've done it before, because I did a miniature wedding ring quilt like this big, like 30 years ago. And it has scalloped edges. So I know I've done it before, but I can't remember how. Victor says it's his 17th wedding anniversary on Wednesday. Party time. Well, you know what? Just bring your husband to watch us, okay? I'm sure he'll be ecstatic. Okay, let's see. Both fabrics straight. Okay, I've got that. Let's see. Can I plan on stopping by on Thursday p.m. to get my stuff? Yes, Thursday p.m. Wait, let me get to the right month. On the 14th, yes. Yeah, that would be fine. I'll be here. I'll be getting out your orders like crazy. Peggy still uses the glue sticks on the bigger projects. It is just to hold it together while you quilt as you go. Okay. In pins, I guess. Oh my gosh, Cindy Gygax has been married to her husband for 55 years. That's a long time, Cindy, a long time. But I will tell you, Cindy's secret could be, the success to her marriage could be that they live in separate houses most of the time. Cindy, I think that could be the key. Okay. So the other thing I know what I have to tell you this little story. So the phone rings during the shop hop. The shop was so packed. Like at any given time, there could have been 20 to 30 people in here shopping during the shop hop. And so so Peggy decides she's going to be in charge of the phone. So she has our shop phone in her pocket, right? But the cover of the antenna has fallen off. And so it's just this little squirrely wire. So like it kept getting snagged, or it was bugging her or something. So she puts it in her pocket upside down with the antenna poking in. So the phone's ringing. She can't get the phone out of her pocket. So Phyllis is trying to help her unscrew it out of her pocket. And then Phyllis is like, I can't get it out. So Phyllis answers the phone while it's in Peggy's pants. And I look over and Phyllis is like down like on her knees in Phyllis's crotch talking to whoever's on the phone, but she can't really hear who's on the phone. It was, you kind of had to be there, but it was hilarious. I'm just saying you should never miss a minute at Fabric Chicks. You never know what's going to happen here. You never know whose pants are going to be talking. What pattern is that phone and pin holder next to the computer? Oh, I don't really know because Fran Harris made this for me. Remember at the beginning of COVID, when I used to do the lives, and I was always losing my phone, unlike now, because I have a little holder for it. But I do think that Carolina Moore, I think one of her box bag templates is for a cell phone holder like this. So I'll show that on Wednesday. Christy says it's the Quilt Smart one. I don't know. We'll have to look it up. But I do think, Fran will tell us which one this is exactly. I don't think it really was supposed to be a pin holder. But you know me, I use whatever I have closest. Because going to find a pen holder sometimes is a little bit tricky around this joint. Okay, so I think that is really kind of it. Except for if you want batting, I'm going to tell you the sad state of affair of batting. I ordered at a we're the West Coast distributors for Windline batting, which is my favorite. They have bamboo, they have 80/20, pretty much any kind of batting you want. I love Windline because they clean it better than most of the brands of batting out there on the market. So we're the West Coast distributors. So when we get it delivered, it comes on huge pallets. And then me and Roger, usually Roger, because I'm busy, has to drag it upstairs to store it. But we just had a pallet delivered in April, and the shipping was $326. She called me this morning, and she says, I'm going to cry, but then after I cry, you're going to cry, and you're going to be really upset. And shipping went to $668. So just from March or April, I think it was April, just from March or April, it went from $326 to $668. So I don't want to tell you to be a hoarder, but you might want to hoard things because prices are just going to keep going up till we kind of, figure out life. I know everything, one yard. If they send me a bolt of fabric, well, usually I get a box with 10 or 12 bolts in it. But it averages $1.30 a yard, my cost, just for batting, just for fabrics. Everything is crazy. Everything is crazy. Peggy's saying finding a pin that's straight is not easy. I'm going to tell you all the pins that Kathleen Rader gave me are still straight. They're my favorite pins. Look at them. Oh, that one might not be so straight. That one might. It looks like somebody's arthritic fingers. Okay, so that is pretty much all we have for today. we will see you guys Wednesday, 4:00. We're going to have a lot of clearance stuff because whatever didn't sell during the shop hop, we're going to sell Wednesday to make room because, like, for those of you who've been in the shop, you know you can't even walk down the aisles because it's so full. So we are going to be cleaning up and trying to get ourselves under control. So we'll see you on Wednesday. Black Glitter Grunge, I think, is out, Peggy Cato, but it is on order. But I do think that they bought it all last week. Okay, see you guys. I will send the email for the jelly roll. Don't panic if you don't have everything on there. You could always do a scrappy beige background, like your, if you don't have like enough of one fabric and you don't have time to go to the store, do a scrappy beige background or a scrappy black tones on, tone on tone solidy blacks. Don't worry about it. Never worry about anything. We can always figure something out here. All right. See you guys later. Bye. Okay. I will, Susie. I won't forget. Okay. See you guys later. Bye.